Hi, it's Rosie and welcome to my channel. Today I am making these little notebooks. I explain at the end that you don't have to have it so neat if you don't want to, but these are neat ones. Okay, so these are sort of ones I've matched and everything. So they've got pink paper inside, pink back. That's supposed to be neutral, but I think it looks quite pink. So, and that's a green one, and that's a different set of paisleys to that, and that's the one I'm doing. So it's sort of like that, and this is the one, and I explained that I'm using different backing there to what I've put in here, but it seems to be absolutely fine. There don't seem to be anything wrong with it at all. Okay, I do get a bit confused here at the end, but don't worry, I will not show you the mistake because it would confuse you. It's not a mistake anyway. It's not actually a mistake, it's just something that would confuse you, but at the end there's something that I will explain that, yeah, because you might think you're doing it wrong, but you won't be. So that's what I'll need to show there. Okay, you might think I'm doing that wrong. It can't be right, but it is right. Okay, and I don't know why I did that because I've been doing this several times now, so I should know. Right, okay, and as you can see, it's actually so logical when you do it. It's not difficult at all. It's very logical. Okay. I do hope you give me a thumbs up for this today. If you want to join me and learn how to do this stitch, it's very easy once you know how. I mean, I've worked it out. I've done it once before, and I worked it out by looking at what I'd already done. Much easier than what it looks. It's even easier if you've got some sort of good hole maker as well. That's pretty good. I'll show you how to make the holes and where to make the holes and where to start, because that's very important. I found that almost to my cost. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. It does help my channel to grow. So if you've done that for me, thank you so much. Okay, and let's go. Right, so I've got one piece. Let me just show you, because I was just going to make it and I thought I might as well film it. So I know what I'm doing. Right, so I've got one piece like this, double-sided. This is basically pink. That's called neutral. That's very similar. That's the it's called A4. You can hear crunching. It's the dog eating his biscuits. A4 paisley. Okay. So I thought I may as well do this one. So let's see if I can get it in. Okay, so that's 6 inches. So I'm going to do a 6x4, but I'm going to do it differently to what I did the last one. 6x4, and I'm going to do 4 inches. I'm going to get it accurately as I can. I'm using the lines. Can you see me? Yeah. It's unusual for me. If you think you can't get accurate, you ought to be me. Just sniffed. Just switched it off to sneeze. So if I do start sniffing, I do apologise. I don't realise I'm doing it, honestly. Right, so that's 4 inches. Okay, oh dear, make sure that's exactly 4 there. Is that? Yeah, it is. Just gonna make sure, because you have to do it really accurately with these. I think you do anyway. That's my idea anyway. So that's 6x4. Another thing that has to be exactly 6x4 is the paper I'm using, the lined paper. Yeah, I'm sniffing there. I think this is originally, was it pink? Oh, it must have been blue, that one. Was it blue? No. So I've printed on different colour. I've printed on pink anyway. Printed this on pink. Now I don't need it to be that way or this way. It's this way, isn't it? Yeah. I think. No, it needs to be that way. Yeah, it needs to be that way. So I'm not sure how much. Let's just push it. So I'm patting it, and I'm doing it, the reason I'm doing several at once is because I've got this edge here, and that does exactly 6 inches. Brilliant for 6x6 papers. So I'm able to do that. So I can put exactly 6 without it being that difficult. So I did used to do it, and I used to go, why isn't this 6 inches? I don't know. Some people obviously can do it really well. And I'm going, no, I can't. That's exactly 4. I'm going to hold that down there carefully. I'm going to flatten my hand. And that's got a line, so I don't want that bit. I'm going to turn it over. It's sort of like a purpley colour, but that's fine. I don't mind. I think that must have been blue printed on pink, actually. I did print a lot on different coloured paper because my printer's playing up a bit. And I think, well, if I use coloured paper, you won't notice it as much. Okay, I should be getting a new one on, not a new one, a refurbished one on Thursday. I think it's because I'm not that far from the end of the insurance bit. I suppose you could make that into a tall slim, I don't know, or half the size of that. Yeah, let's do this, and that should be exactly the same as these. Yeah, there you go. So I've got 2 there. I could always cut more paper. Okay. Yeah, that's my local accent paper. That's how we say around here. Right, so that is, I think it's 14.8. I don't know. It's just 1.5 millimeters from the end in the UK. So that would be exactly 5.5 if you was doing the American one, wouldn't it? Which is good with this as well. This is good for doing 5.5 because 5.5 on here comes to exactly that line there. It's that line there, so that's good, where the ruler is. So they've actually geared it, I think, to American sizes, but that's fine. I mean, it does work sometimes because I need a 5.5 inch square sometimes for my envelopes. Right, so I'm doing this. That's single-sided. What I did last time, I actually joined 2 together. I'm thinking, what if I did a single one? I wonder if that would be good enough, because that is, I've actually used 160 GSM or £59 paper there. So I'm thinking that I might do that, see how it goes, and then I might be able to put all the holes through it all. We'll see. If not, it doesn't matter. I want a fairly good board for the back, don't we? For, you know, for people to rest on. Yeah, I was just talking to a lady on not my comments and somebody else's comments, and she said how she is a new lady and she new to junk journals, and she says that she enjoys making things for others, basically. And I thought, oh, you're such a good lady. Well, I says to her, she says she does a reward, because she replied to me. She says she does a reward system where she has to make all her friends whatever they need, and then she can make one for herself. I thought, I said, you are a good, so that's, you are so good, I said. Oh dear, it's hilarious, isn't it? I know, that's it. I'm not me. I mean, I'm so, oh dear, I must be so selfish. Yeah, that's it. Must be such a bad person. Right, that can be a little tiny bit further in than normal, because what's that noise? It wasn't the dog. Dog's over here. It might have been. Oh, I'm doing a wobbly line here. I'll have to listen to that. I think what it is was something outside making a weird noise. Right, what did they say? I saw something on a channel, and they were doing the longer ones first. Oh, I don't know who it was now. They were doing the longer sides first. It wasn't anything like this I'm doing. Not copied this one. Yeah, sometimes I get inspired by people and do my own, but this one is something I've seen in on a leaflet. So, and it's so easy and so fun. And I thought, when I did it, I'll show you how I did it. But yeah. Okay, so that goes there. Ooh, what we're doing here, look, we're getting glue everywhere, aren't we? What we need is some sort of glue thing. I don't know how people don't get glue on the desks. I mean, some people do, but they have the funny ones, aren't they? What I must do is stop filming, clean it up, and then do it. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. I might do that in a minute. You see that white thing suddenly appear? That's where I've put the baby powder. Right then, well, I suppose I could have done a different colour. No, not that one. Oh, I did some experiments yesterday, didn't I? I'll show you them in a minute. Right, I might cut these a little bit shorter then, because obviously I've got them the same size as that, unless I can find some. I ain't got any single ones, have I, like this? No, I definitely haven't got any single ones like that. I might have to just put that on there. Okay, so I'm just going to make that a little bit shorter. Because that one's going to be just a single cover. There. Okay. So I'm making this. Look at the handle. You see, you have to get the handle right back, because if you don't, it interferes with. You sometimes think, why isn't that straight? It's because it's not quite back. Because it's here, it interferes. Right. Okay. So I want to be like 3 3/4 by 5 3/4, don't I? Which is the same as what I did yesterday for the other one. Okay, I've got lots of papers everywhere, lots of little notebooks as well, which is great. And I'm going to have to glue that, I'm afraid, yeah, because I haven't got a... I've got those, but not those. And I want to use, yeah, I'm wondering whether I was actually gluing the right one then. Knowing me as I do, I've glued the wrong one. There we go. Yeah. Yes, I'm using this, and anything that I might not be able to. Look at this glue. There's little bits of glue on there, so I'm just going to be careful. So anything that's sticking up, I will actually stick it down with the other glue, wherever it's gone. Okay, so I'll try and get that straight. Oh, there it is, this one. Yeah, that's got an old bottle in there, right? Okay, so that's a single one. Let's feel the... Do you know what? That's okay. I thought it might be too thin, but it isn't. It's fine. Okay, that's just one single cereal box. Okay, so let's get the... I'll show you how to do the holes in a minute. Show you how to do the holes. I'll see if I can find my thing. Right, what I'm going to do is try, let's see if it will. Did I have the other one a little bit further down? I think it needs to be flush at the bottom, and it doesn't matter whether that's not quite flush at the top. Although the sides want to be in a little bit. Okay, I've just got to make sure. Oh yeah, I've put it on there. Put it on my camera arm. Right, so I'm going to put that there, see if they'll all go through, because it's not going to be as thick. And I'm going to just make sure I know what I'm doing, because I don't know where my little book's gone. That might be downstairs. Oh, where's me? Oh, I found that easily enough. Just need the did I use it for my... Oh, it's there. It's okay. It's here. So let's have a look. This is going to be the same, but I've done a single sheet there. So I'm going to do 5. Is it 1, 2, 3, 5 short ones and 4 long ones. And I'm doing it at this side. So let me get. Let's find the 8. Now let's just see how far that is in. I do it about the same, don't I? I didn't measure it before. I just put it straight in. Is that? Oh dear. Yeah, I would say that's about right, isn't it? Tiny bit more, perhaps. What's that then? Is that centimetre, half a centimetre? Inches. Well, that is. Because it goes here, doesn't it? The marker. I don't know what it is it less than 1/4 inch? I think it's a bit less than 1/4 inch actually, probably 3/8 inch or something. I'm going in there, right? So I'm going to do it. No, oh no, definitely more. Definitely more. The white doesn't. Right. So I'm doing it over 1/4. That's fine. I'll just do 5/8 inch. Is that right? Yeah, 5/8 inch seems about right. Okay, so I'm going in the middle. I am going to the left, a bit far from the left, about 1/4 inch or so. Same here. And in between those as well. I'm not being deadly accurate because I don't think you need to be. It's that sort of project. But if you really don't believe you can get accurate, I would put some marks down. Yay! But not my husband Mark. Just some little marks. He's big Mark. Right. So I'm going to let's do that a little bit in. 3/4 inch, I think, seems to be about right because I don't want it all the way down. And I'm going to make it, actually no, a bit less than that. There, whatever that is. It might be 1, 2, 3, 5. That's 5/8 inch. That's 3/8 inch. That's 5/8 inch, I think. So that seems a bit odd, doesn't it? Can you work it out? There's the 1/2 inch. And I don't think it's 3/4, it's less. Or is it? Yeah, I'm sure it's less because I think, yeah, it's somewhere. Anyway, you want it so it looks quite, so you want that exactly between there. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just check in there. Yeah, well, it actually, didn't it work? It's amazing. I think it's got one cardboard. Yeah, so this is a really pretty stitch. I want 4. Oh dear, that's moved. So you've got to be careful. There. I've got that fairly accurate, haven't I? How did I do that? I don't know. Right, I'm going to make sure I've got plenty of stuff now. Right. This one is also fairly, it's logical the way you do it. You'll see what I mean. it's not, you think, oh, it looks so complicated, but when you do it, it's actually not so complicated. Hopefully, anyway. Right, so what I'm going to do now is actually find the middle, sort of middle. I don't know how many. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd say about 4 in or something. I don't know. I don't know how many pages I've done. But I've got this little thing that I used the other day, and I don't know where the rest of them are, but it's still sticky. So I'm going to put that there, like that. Okay, so that will mark the middle. I'm going to take that off in a minute because it's going to annoy me. Right. Thread. I've got 6 lengths of this. You need at least 6 lengths of that sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a little bit more there. Probably say 7 actually, but I don't know if you need all of it. Okay, so I thread that. Now we found our middle, which is here. Where's the hard back? That's the hard back. I'm going to put it through there. Right, I'm going to put it through one of these lower holes, because if you put it through there, you won't be able to get to the at the end. So I'm putting it through one of the lower holes. Okay, put it through as far as I want to, possibly there. Right, I'm going to try, see if I can. You might not need to use that really, but I thought it was quite a cute little idea. I haven't seen Natasha do this stitch, but I've seen her do the other Japanese one. Sticking it to there. I was going to stick it to there, but it won't. Just stick it to there. Okay, that might annoy me a bit. Never mind. I think I'll get away. Right. So what you're doing now? So you've got that there. So what you do now is pull it. You don't pull it. You carefully make sure it. I'm going to get this off now. Come on, dear, you have to go. I'm afraid so. Right, so pull all the way up the top like that. You have to make sure it's quite taut, not obviously not tight, otherwise you'll be pulling that out. Okay, and then we'd put it through to that hole there. Look, it's slipping already, but it doesn't matter because it's going to be stitched. Okay, and then ignore that, and then you'll put over the top. I'm going to make sure it's straight because you need to. Hopefully it'll help it be taut, and then to this one here. So it's basically looping it over. It's quite logical really, because if you look, excuse me, but that shouldn't be touching that. And then this one here. Okay, so I'm doing the short bit first. Okay, pulling that quite tight, and we'll move that out of the way because I know you have been stitched, but you've been on camera, well, not camera. You've been done before, so we no need to. I was talking about you earlier, weren't we? So you can stay there. Okay, and then you would. Wait a minute. Yep. I've done up. So I go into this one here. Yeah, we'll do that on the way back. Don't worry about that. Okay. So if you want to just do this bit with so you can do this bit without coming back. So you can just do that bit there. But I'm going to do these because I love it. I love this. So you could do that and just have that little arrow bit there. I'm going to. I love the outside. I think that's the whole point of it really. So I'm going to go through that hole again. Okay, so we'll come back through the hole, not like that yet. We're not doing that yet. That's in a minute. Okay, and then we do that through the hole again. Okay, so that's gone 3 times through that hole, I think. Down to this hole, so that's where we join that bit. So you would just see that bit if you're not doing that. But I don't like that. I like this bit. And then I'm going to go all the way to the outside again. I'm holding on to it a lot because I want to keep it taut. And then I'm going to pull that round and push it through that hole. Through there, dear, that's it. Not round there, through there. Okay, so then we've got that, that's that cute little bit you got at the side there. Okay, then we look at the back, see what needs doing. Okay, so that would now go through to this hole here because we want to make a join there. Okay, and then we're going to that sort of completes that bit there. And I think it's this bit we ignore, isn't it? So even though we'll leave a little gap there, that'll be done right at the end. Excuse me. Right, so, and then look here and we go through this hole here. So we're basically making arrows, arrow shapes. Let's hope it's okay, we can see that clearly. There. So like arrow shapes, or sort of like with bits on the end. Okay, and then over the top, through that hole again. Now, I don't think you won't come back here because that's coming. You're doing that at the end. So you go down to this one because that's the finishing hole. So don't go back to that one. Go to this one. Okay, through there. Whoops. Been attacked by the thinking. Right, through that, round here again and through that hole. So I'm just going round again. And if I look at the back, I will see that I will need to come to this hole here, which is there. See, I know my way around now, don't I? I know them really well. And then we will all the way around. Okay, like that. And then it's to this one again. No, I've missed one out, haven't I? Yeah, I've missed one out. Wait a minute, which one have I done? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I've got to come back, haven't I? It's okay. Right then, it's okay. I'm getting totally confused. It's because I've got to come back, haven't I? I've got to come back to the middle. Yes, you leave that bit. It was right, it was right. Right, so that bit goes there, up there, and through there again. Okay, and through there. Otherwise, what have you got to come back on? I'm not doubling up. You don't double up on any of the rows at all. Okay, you just go through the hole twice. But there should be no, there should be nothing, no doubles, no double lines at all, just single ones. Okay, then we're going to go through here, over the top, through the same one. Then obviously if you're not doing the extra bit there, you come back here and go through there. I'm doing the extra bit, I'm going round the back. Okay, and then I'm going to come this through here and round. Okay, and then I'll be going, because there's no line there, I'll be going through there. And then through here. And then through that, and then at the end we're going to go through this last one. This is why it's difficult, because I did try it with the middle hole but it didn't work. Right, so what we're doing is, so don't use the middle hole, use the one of the side ones. Okay, and we're going to push that through that, and that needle will come through here. You couldn't get, definitely can't get it through there, I've tried. Okay, so then we'll get all this out of the way, that out of the way, and all that. Pull it tight, taut. Oh, come on, dear, I've got, yeah, that's it. I can get hold of my. So now we're going to tie some knots. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's so pretty, isn't it? Fancy having a beautiful pink one like that. Hey. Right. I was thinking about using my papers for this as well, because I can. Right, there we go. So that's done. I've just cut that off. Let me show you, because you might want to know. I've cut it off like that, and that should be absolutely fine, because I've got 3 knots there, and that should stay. Okay, I've done one of these, and I've done this one, the one like this, but with just the straight stitch that we did the other day for a password book, actually. And I've put it inside my big journal, one of my big journals, in the side pocket, because notebook. I put inside the notebook pocket. It's brilliant. I've done using the back as a reference. I'm using it like this, back as a reference there, and I'm using the front as the actual password stuff. Okay, so you can, yes, it's things like that. Garden, you can do anything. I think gardening's a great one. I love it because obviously you can make notes of whether plants like shade and things like that, can't you? And whether like the sunshine, or if so if you've got indoor plants, do they like being watered? I've got 3 indoor plants that I water one every day, and that's, I can't remember what it's called now. It eats spiders and things. It's not a Venus flytrap, but it's something's. Oh, what did that man call it? Oh, I forgot what he called it now. Yeah, and then I've got a cactus and a money. I've actually got 2 money trees. A jade plant, basically. We call them money trees. And I've got a massive one in the kitchen and a little one on the landing windowsill. Yeah, so I could write that. You could write that down as well. Yeah. So if anybody else wants to water your plants, they can look in your little book and say, ah, okay. Oh, it matches so well, doesn't it? That so pretty. That's supposed to be neutral, but I think it's pink. Yeah. So that's that, and that's obviously that too. How beautiful is that? And I've obviously not done it exactly the same size, but you can vary the size if you don't like it too deep. You don't have to have it that deep at all. Look, just have it as deep as that. Yeah, and there's the back. That one's actually double cardboard and actually I think it's got more pages. But I thought it might be good to do the whole lot at once, because you can actually do them separate. If you watch my other video where I did this everything separate, you can. I used clips like that, okay, and then I drew the holes on and then did them like that, redid them with my thing. Yeah, they're very useful. I would say the most useful thing you would have in journaling and that is this. One of the most useful things, corner round and things like that. Yeah, corner rounding. Yeah, I love corner rounding. Yeah, there you go for that sort of thing. And let me see if I can see them other little things I've made. I think I've just seen one. There's a couple of little things I made the other day. Let me see if I can show. So with your offcuts, you can mess about like this. This is what I've done. I put some. I think this is a single one as well, actually, and I've done it so it's not. You haven't folded over the paper. I've done it so the paper's exactly the same size as the card. I've rounded the corners, and I've put these eyelets in to keep it down. I thought that was quite a cute little thing, and I've also put eyelets on the front as well. So that's quite a cute little idea. That's another one for a little notebook. And this one as well, I've done the similar thing here. Eyelets down there, I've just stuck that down the same, but I've stapled this one. So it's got different coloured paper. I thought what colour paper would look nice in that, and I thought orange. But then I thought, well, I've got a blue cover. But never mind, it's fine. And that one's blue inside. Right, I'm not sure if I made any more. I might have done. Okay, so they're quite cute little ideas, aren't they, as well? So I'm glad you stayed to the end to have a look at those. Okay, and Okay, do give me a thumbs up if you like what I've done today. I would do appreciate that. Okay, it does help other people see my video. And also, if you have subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. That is absolutely amazing. Obviously, I've got loads of different things, just different things. You can make these. You can add these to your notebook, which I think is a good idea. You can also add them to a journal. You don't have to have them so neat, then, do you? If you have them to a junk journal, you can also make them out of junk paper and all sorts. Yeah, you could also make them out of scrappy bits of paper as well, different sizes, couldn't you? Doesn't have to, as long as they look good. Yeah, and that stitch would contain it. I have got the title of that stitch in, but I'm not sure where it is. Okay then, so I will say goodbye now, and I just want to remind you, I've got some papers on Ko-fi. At the moment, I do appreciate people who have been looking at them. And oh, that's on grey. That's it, printed on grey. That's one of them printed on grey. So it's quite grey, that one. But I have got printed on white. Oh, there's one printed on white. Okay, that's a printed on white one. Yeah, there's one. Yeah. Okay then, so I will say bye now, and thanks so much for watching.